Hello and welcome to KYC, Know Your Central Council Candidate, our occasional series where we get down to talk to the candidates who are contesting in the current Central Council election. My name is Patabi Ram, and today we have with us Dr. Gopal Krishna Raju, a three-time regional council member and now wanting to contest to the Central Council. Welcome, Dr. Raju.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the opportunity.
Raju, I'll straight get into my most significant question. Why should I, or anybody for that matter, give you our best preference vote?
Sir, first of all, I must appreciate you for the wonderful initiative you have taken in the term called KYC and giving us an opportunity to share our thoughts. We only send by letter our manifesto, by SMS, and in person we meet people to seek the support. This is one particular media where it's good to actually bring out our thoughts and why why we are actually contesting in the council. Number one, I wish to share one thing that as an institution, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, every 10 years, there will be vision document. And to make that vision into reality, so it is only a document in paper. Maybe the elected members 2020 means 2030 they bring a vision document, and to bring that into reality you need leaders, you need people who think with those vision, who have sailed with the institute for quite some time, who understood the functioning of the institute. And I believe the leadership quality within a candidate will actually surface when he understands such a vision, especially with respect to students. The future members are the present students, and the global curriculum, what you call it as the curriculum, should be at par with the global requirement, and also the examination. So like that, I'm just giving one or two snippets from the vision. So only those members who have sailed all these years, who have understood this from the members' perspective, students' perspective, they can convert that vision into reality. This is number one. And I believe I'm one among that person. Second, most important, I will call it as a character or an attribute of a candidate who wish to be a leader is to take and assume responsibility rather than not giving excuses. So that is one very, maybe I may be a part and parcel of that vision to make into a reality, or I have to take the responsibility. Okay, within 2 years we couldn't do it, we'll try to do it, or we'll understand what is the present reality and we'll try to bring it up. So that openness and responsibleness is most important, and I believe I am into it. Third most, I will call it as a significant aspect, is to be a leader tomorrow, you have to be a reader today. So understanding the facts, understanding the challenges. Today, institute is formed not only by the students, it is also by the professionals, the small and medium practitioners, firms, individual practitioners, and members who are in industry. All of them are equally, I will call it as, they are all stakeholders. So understanding all their needs, understanding their challenges. What was 10 years back, it is not today. Today, especially from industry, people are resigning. Almost what I understand from the news is more than 20% of people who are presently, especially from 2018, 19 and 20, who were in the employment, they have already tendered resignation. And our professionals are also not an exception. So naturally, what will be the next course of action will be to join the practice or otherwise. So it is not only that you have only the traditional practice, you have so many other emerging areas other than the traditional practice. So understanding the need of such members, enabling them. So I will consider these three as most important aspect why I should be a part of this election process.
I will quickly try to summarize what you said. Correct me if I am right. You said you are one person who understands the vision that the institute has articulated for itself. You said you are 1% who can take ownership or responsibility for things if they go wrong, which you call as the hallmark of a good leader. And 3 is that you think reading is a part and parcel of growth, and a good Central Council member should be a voracious leader, and you are one of them. Am I broadly right?
Absolutely correct.
Okay. I'll move on to the next key thing. You have been a council member for 9 years. Would you be able to tell us what have you actually done during those 9 years that can inspire some confidence in us that you are the right man for the right job?
Absolutely. I am from Chennai. Maybe if I am from an official area, so non-metro, generally the leadership has steps to grow. So we cannot just like that jump. Maybe exceptions are there where even those people who have not groomed through the branch and through the regional council to central council, they have otherwise made themselves able to be a part of that central council team. But as a member, institute, they have a process of the branch and then regional council and then to central council. And at each level, you will be actually groomed. And from a member from Chennai, of course, I have not got that experience to be in the branch, but 9 years. Generally, those who are in the branch, they will either 3 years, 6 years, they will be in the branch. Another 6 years, they will be in the regional council. So maximum of 12 years will be a very good opportunity for them to groom themselves. But from Chennai, I'm otherwise, because I had a stint as an academician for, I can say, close to 10 plus years. And through that, I have been associated with almost 40 plus branches as a visiting faculty, number one. Number two, in the regional council for 9 years, institute has groomed me from maybe as a coordinator of various program, speaker, team worker, being part of the council, being a team worker, thereby imbibing the quality of a leader. And I'm sure to be in the central council, you need to understand institute well, especially their functioning at the branch level, at the regional council level, and the expectation of the members from the institute. All this at the regional council, you will be in a position to appreciate it well. So these 9 years have groomed me in all these phases.
All right, Raju, there is one question that is uppermost in my mind. You will be in the council, God willing, for 3 years, 6 years, and I'm sure that you have aspirations to lead the institute at some point in time. My question to you is, what are just two important agendas that are uppermost in your mind in terms of what you will do at the Central Council?
Sir, I appreciate this question. I also have only two things in my mind. Number one, students.
Okay.
Number two is members, especially SMPs, small and medium practicing members. So with respect to students, I will not debate on the present curriculum and the examination system, further strengthen the academic curriculum, because the change is inevitable, and every time you see the subjects are new subjects are coming, especially technology oriented. Today, the next big thing for the another 10 years will be the blockchain. And already Institute is in the process of bringing the latest changes. So our syllabus should be at par with the industry requirement. That is number one from students' perspective. Examination should be at par with the global requirement. Number one. Number two, small and medium practitioners. This is one, I will call them as scattered. They are the backbone of our institute, scattered across length and breadth of the country. And they are 60% of our membership strength. I repeat, 60% of our membership strength. And when there are changes in happening in economy, our membership should be supported, enabled. Our members should be enabled. Maybe people would have cleared in 90s, 2000, 2010s, but 2020 requirement is different. So that is why we have got all the certificate courses. Certificate course is not to, it is not a guarantee that there will be an opportunity, but it is enabling the member to face the challenges. Thereby opportunities are plenty. Institute and what I have in my mind is to give an ecosystem to these kind of members who are scattered across in tier 1, 2, 3 cities, to make them at par with all those challenges. Today, after this technology development, there is no difference presently. Maybe only there is only geographically they are spread across, but knowledge-wise, they have to be at par. Whether they are in Gumidi-Pundi or Guduvanjeri or Guwahati, wherever they are, so they have to be at par, and that is where the hallmark of a professional, I will call it as an institutional growth. So these are my two main agendas to enable such members.
I will come back to the small and medium firm practice in the second part of our conversation. In the second part, we will have more, if I can use that word, challenging questions, which we would expect you to respond to. To close out on part one, I want you to tell us, what is it that you have done in your doctorate? Rarely do chartered accountants go on to do their PhD. So what was your area of work there?
Amazing. My area was on GST, and I closely work with Tamil Nadu government.
Very good.
And therefore, I had an opportunity to interact with top officials of government. There were opportunities where I was giving them a lot of inputs. And one such aspect is the governance of GST in government sector. That was my topic. That is my topic on my research. So how GST actually impacts government sector. So just because goods and service tax is not that it is only applicable for the common man or for industries or only for commercial entities, it is also applicable for charities. It is also applicable for government sector. So there are aspects where government through their schemes, when they try to buy products and they distribute through the schemes, an element of GST is involved. So my aspect was this particular GST ultimately doesn't go to their the welfare. So therefore, we need to actually, the government has to think in a different dimension to bring welfare minus taxes. So that was my theme, and there are more inputs that was provided by government, and that was the reason for me to do a research on. So tax is my very favorite topic, and that too, tax with government sector was something very unique. Nobody have tried their method to actually go inside that particular aspect to do research. So I was fortunate, and God was blessing me to actually get such an input from Tamil Nadu government.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we'll take a break now. Dr. Raju is a multifaceted person. He not only just speaks on or does work on tax, he can speak on law, he speaks on valuation, he speaks on accounting standard, He speaks on multiple areas, and he speaks in each one of them with the kind of authority that only someone who knows the subject thoroughly can. In the second part of our conversation, we will talk with him about some of the greater priorities that the chartered accounting profession today faces. We'll meet on the other side of the break.